paper and make a questions as I give the answers. And ultimately we'll make some, exam session for the children. So in that way they listen properly.
Yeah. So
Okay.
guys, did you guys hear?
Yep.
Yeah.
Precisely. Everything.
Okay. So, as I have explained that there is a different version how people explain this. Now, because we trust the scriptures more than the other explanation that we hear all the time, we will hear from the scriptures what does eclipse means today. Because since millions of years we have been celebrating, or it is not a celebration, it's not a festival, but rather it's distribution of sadness, let's put it this way. I will tell you why we are a little bit sad today, in today's day of eclipse. Now the scientists have come with the explanation of why this eclipse takes place and what are the effects of this eclipse in their own words just recently. But the Vedic scriptures have been explaining since millions of years. So we will hear of that version, and the children after the class, as one of the mothers will sit down with a piece of paper here and make a question. Okay? We'll make a question with all the answers that comes from me, but you make a question out of them. Okay? And ultimately, we throw the questions to the children, and if they can't answer, it's going to be to the parents, because somebody has to answer it. Because I give you answer once, I can't give you twice again. After that comes to the parents. So in that way, the parents also know, ye bacche ke samne lajja se nahi dubna hai mujhe. So you will listen this class properly. So eclipse. Now we have 3 different types of eclipse. Okay? We call the partial eclipse, the half eclipse, and the complete eclipse. The complete one comes every 12 years. Okay? The solar eclipse comes 12 years, and moon comes within 12 years, so that becomes 24 years. Okay? Within 24 years, you get one of the complete one. Okay? But however, when you count solar and lunar together, it falls in every 3 years. It becomes every 3 years you get eclipse. Okay? It can be partial, it can be half, or it can be full. Yes? So, this one is considered as the complete eclipse. The full with the moon. When you hear of the sun, it is normally during the afternoon hours, or it will be around the 4 o'clock timing of afternoon hour. When you hear something that is going to happen after 6 o'clock, it has to be moon. Because the sun does not come at night, does it? Sun comes at night time. And moon okay, the sun comes in the daytime and the moon comes at night. So today, the actual timing is 7:22. That's the actual timing. But the effect starts from 5:22 right now. Okay? Now what does that mean? That the main one comes later on and the actual one is starting now, and it is going to be main one by 7:30. So I will explain to you what that means as we go with the class. So, eclipse. 3 different types of eclipse. One is called the partial eclipse, one is called the half eclipse, and one is called the complete eclipse. So today is what? It's called the complete eclipse. Now let's go back to the story line, how the eclipse took place. Originally, there are 2 types of people that live in this world. 2 types of people that live in this world. One are called the Asuras and one are called the Suras. Asuras means the demons, and other Suras are called the demigods. 2 types of people. Then within the category of asuras, there are two categories. The asuras and the rakshasas. Okay? Then in the category of suras comes the demigods and the humans. Okay? So before, the Lord had made a space that the demigods are going to stay in heaven and the asuras are going to stay in lower planetary system. Okay, not in heaven. So he made a dimension for all of them. That you live here, it is good system, isn't it? You live here because you are of a different nature. You live here because you are of a different nature. You live here, you are of a different nature. Us, he sent to earth. Because we are too active, we wanted to work all the time. So he said, okay, working means you need a lot of field. Yes? So go to the earth. There are a lot of offices there, there is a lot of farming there, you go down there. So demigod said, we don't want to work, we just want to enjoy. Okay, heaven, go. There you don't have to find a job. You will automatically have money in your account without working. So the demon said, yeah, we want to disturb the people who work now. So Krishna said, go down there. So that's how the creation started. Okay? So there has been always a conflict between the humans are just a hard working. No one wants to work, isn't it? It's like no one is envious of a guy who works 24 hours. But everyone is envious of a person who does not work and has a lot of money. Isn't it? Yes? Are you guys getting what I'm talking about? So no one is envious, no one wants to work hard. But everyone is envious of the people who don't work but still have a lot of money. And those are the demigods. So these asuras, the demons, were always envious of the demigods and they would always look for an opportunity to have a battle with them, fighting. Now, what happened was the demons, the fundamental society rule is that doesn't matter which society you belong to, you must have a leader or a teacher there. Okay? Everybody has to have a teacher. So demons chose their teacher to be Shukracharya. Originally Shukracharya, he wanted to be a teacher of the Devatas. That's what his beginning idea was. That I want to be a teacher of the Devatas before even Brihaspati. He said, I want to be your teacher. So the demigods looked at the birth calculation and birth chart and said, no, you actually took birth in a lower family. So we can't accept you as a guru in our heritage of demigods. So please go. So Shukracharya, he became very upset with that. You rejected me from being a guru just because I was born in a lower family. But I will, teach you a lesson. And I will prove to you that I am better than your spiritual master. So Shukracharya worked whole life in order to acquire so much knowledge that he became better than Brihaspati. And as far as his ability is concerned, he was better than Brihaspati. But he became a demon's guru, then Brihaspati becomes the guru of the demigods. Now, the spiritual master of the demon, what is his name? Shukracharya. He was so powerful that by his power of tapasya, austerity, he achieved a special mantra, which was called the Sanjeevani mantra. He could bring a dead person back to alive. That was his ability. The demigods did not have that. Okay? Now, demons were always protected by their guru. Anytime they fight a war, they die. If their body is not being burnt up or the body is not being destroyed, he could still bring them back to alive. But the demigods became more smarter. They said, okay, let's burn the body up. So he has nothing to wake up. But now the point, it went on. Demigods thought, we are so unsecure because if we die, we die. No one brings us back to alive. So they went to Lord Vishnu and Vishnu found the idea. He said, yes, the demigods don't have anything right now. The demons, if they die, they are brought back by who? Shukracharya. So let's do this. I'm going to come out with a nectar. I will come out with some substance that if you drink that, you will not even die. I can make you free from death. But that was, now, that is a big explanation which I don't think it is necessary today. Okay? So, immortal means long life. That's the way we take it. Immortal means long life. So Lord Vishnu said, for that, we need to do one thing. We need to churn the milk ocean. All the nectar is where? Inside the ocean. Hiding inside the ocean. Just like if you have something very valuable. Yes? If you have a gold coin, like big piece of gold, you don't walk around just displaying to everyone in the public, do you? You are going to put somewhere in your pocket and you will be holding your pocket all the time. If you are running, then you go, I want to make sure it doesn't fall. So you hold the gold like this or something valuable like this, then run. You look after it properly. So at that time, all the valuable substance was kept inside the ocean. So then when the demigods went to Lord Vishnu gave an idea saying that everything is inside the ocean right now. We need to bring it out. Just like something that is manifesting, but sometimes is not seen. Just like the fire is manifested within the wood. Yes? Sometimes people who are in the forest, they rub two woods, yes, together, and they ignite the fire. So for the fire to be ignited, there has to be a fire in the wood. By igniting it, they bring it out. Yes? So when you have a milk, is there a ghee inside the milk? Yes? But do you guys see the ghee inside the milk? When you see look at a gallon of milk, do you see the ghee inside? No? The ghee is hiding inside, yes? So by churning, first making the milk into a yogurt, then churning the yogurt, by the help of a churner, you turn the yogurt into what?
Buttermilk.
Buttermilk, you turn that into ghee, let's put it this way. Ultimately it comes to ghee. You cannot churn the ghee and bring something else, that's the last stage. But however, ghee is within the milk. It is a procedure that you follow in order to bring it out. So in the same way, ocean has everything. Even now, all the big mines are where?
Ocean.
Where is the, gas products like a petrol, diesel, where does it come from? Does it come from the water? Is it in the ocean or outside somewhere?
In the ocean.
Is it under the ocean? So do you see a gasoline floating somewhere in the water? You don't. But however, everything is inside. So then, well, scientifically we can understand, still people are taking something out of the water, but it is not a nectar anymore. It is all poison.
Halal wish methane is coming out.
Yeah. So only halal, because halal comes first. If you can tolerate halal and be patient about it and just go furthermore, then the nectar is supposed to come. But people are already scared of halal, they are running, they are not working to bring out the nectar anymore. They are just satisfied with the poison part. So what happened was, the Lord gave a suggestion to the demigods, why don't you guys make an arrangement? Let's churn the ocean itself. Can you imagine? It is not churning 1 gallon of milk. It's churning an ocean which is almost how many miles? What is the shortest length of the ocean? Which one is that? Of all the oceans, Saptamahasagar, which one is crossable within the shortest period of time? Well, I don't know on that. Maybe there are people who know better than me about this. Which is the shortest story? Something has to be shorter, isn't it, than other. Like every time we fly over. So which takes the least time?
Polar route.
Ajit?
Polar route takes least time.
Atlantic Ocean.
Atlantic Ocean? Okay, let's accept Atlantic for now. As Satish Prabhu has said that. So, and how long is that, Prabhu?
7 hours.
7 hours? And what is the speed of the plane? Around 3,500 miles? We are talking about an ocean that is 3,500 miles. The smallest ocean. Now churning that ocean is the issue here. It's not a gallon of milk we are talking about. How much water you think is there in the ocean? It's a quantity of water that is going to be churned now. So, in order to churn a gallon of milk,